gente? It's your girl, Nina Montañez.
Hey, yo, what it do? It's your boy, Rue, and I'm coming for you. And this is...
SofritoSpeaks.
Hey, welcome back. Bienvenidos, damas y caballeros, to episode 6, season 5 of SofritoSpeaks. We're back after a little short mental health break. It's been a month.
It's been a month.
It's been a month.
It's been a minute.
I think we did one episode this year so far.
What?
Did we do an episode in January? I was trying to remember.
I believe we did.
Here. I don't like this. I need to get short sleeve things. Anyways, let's get right into it. The part of the show. Let's get right into El Chisme, the part of the show where we let you know what had us fucked up and jodido. And for today's episode, I think we can talk about whatever had us fucked up in the past 4 weeks, because it's been 4 weeks since we've been
Pretty much.
So I'll let you go, sis, because I know that you got a lot to say. Hey.
All right, let me talk about real quick how your girl
I thought you were going to say, let me talk about Rue. I was like, now you know I ain't done anything.
You guilty, my dude? Like, what's up?
I was like, she found out about the pizza.
What? What pizza?
I ate all that pizza.
I love pizza. I hate that I can hear the bounce back. It's going to distract my ass. But anyways.
Y'all know I got hear it?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, okay.
Y'all know I got the attention span of a squirrel.
Turned it off.
Oh, turn up. All right. So anyways, can we talk about how your girl, I talked about this the other night while I was on live. But why are we like this, bro? What you did, my guy?
T-Mobile call my service. Anyways, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What were you talking about?
All right. My bad, y'all. We talk about how your girl got finessed into a date. Y'all know I'm in my season of singleness or whatever, right? So
season of singleness. I like that. Did you make that? SOS?
I did not make that up.
SOS.
Wow, I'm SOS.
Okay, Rihanna.
And my SOS. Please.
Speaking of, Rihanna's baby's already has a cold. She got that baby belly out. I saw that on Twitter. I died. They're like, Rihanna's baby's already that should probably already got COVID. Like, it's just been out here all since the announcement.
Yo, I can't stand
all
you,
right,
bro.
Go.
My bad.
We're gonna get through this.
I promise you, I'll get through this. I'm gonna get through this.
Not me with no service, and Instagram still coming through with notifications.
When he says no service, he means that his line has been cut off.
Second time this week. You were 7 days. I thought they gave you 7 days. I know. This first happened Tuesday.
It hasn't been 7 days.
Right.
It's been 5.
Right.
You think Sunday?
I'm going to be at the T-Mobile store in South Lawrence they're like, sir, you could use the machine if you want to make a payment. I'm like, no payment is going to be made. I don't have the money.
I can't stand you.
All right.
Yo.
4 minutes in. Let's start the show.
This is what happens when we haven't gotten together in a minute. Anyways, so y'all know I'm in my season of singleness or whatever, right? And so I've been also posting like my workouts more frequently, whatever, what have you.
And you be looking snatched.
You know what I mean?
I'm here for it.
Baby, what are we talking about? So I was actually doing 30 days of prayer and fasting. It was originally supposed to be 21 days of prayer and fasting, but the Lord spoke to me and was like, you're going to need to get to 30. Now, I don't know what he wanted to reveal to me because I still feel just as clueless as ever, but it's okay. I'm down 10 pounds.
That's God. He's like, not today, sis. Not today.
So, I am down 10 pounds. I'm being dead ass honest. But anyways, so I've been posting my my workouts or whatever, and this dude had hit me up and was like, put like the 100 emoji or whatever, like, oh, good shit. Okay, thanks. And I had said thanks. Just know if ever you respond, like you DM me and I say thanks, that's how that's how I'm saying it. If I'm like thanks, I'm saying it like this, thanks. That's how I mean it.
And she spells it THNX. Thanks. That's how I explain it.
You stupid, bro. But anyways, so whatever, we're going back and forth, and my responses were, level of care and response negative, much like Ruben's bank account.
The gag is that it's true. Job where? Paycheck never? Okay, let's go.
Yo!
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Yo, I'm weak, but like Ruben knows I love him.
And I honestly don't care. Clearly, you can see my bills not paid. When I tell you no fucks have been given.
It's hot, man.
If you want to see why we're laughing and the faces that we're making, that's why we have a visual episode, because I know you haven't subscribed. It's a giggly one, y'all.
And I promise you, we all sober in this bitch. Like,
right, we were offered alcohol.
We were, and we declined.
I think we're good.
We're doing.
You're done.
I love that for us.
You're done.
Love that for us.
You're done.
The door. Anyways, I promise I'm gonna get through this. Okay, going back and forth. My responses were like super, just like not giving, super lackluster. Grab a dictionary if you don't know. We're gonna add that to the word of the week. So it just wasn't my responses weren't giving that of somebody who was interested, right? We're talking about the gym. I wouldn't mind building a gym community and having multiple people to like work out with, like to introduce me to like new gyms, new styles of working out. I'm all here for that. So that's what I thought what was gonna happen. Por pendeja. Okay, I forgot I was attractive apparently for a second. Ooh. And I was just like, because he wasn't like pursuing me how most people have pursued me in the DMs. So that's why I didn't really think anything of it. Okay. We're going back and forth, this, that, and the third. He ends up telling me he thinks I should be, he's probably going to listen to this episode because he did say that he was going to subscribe. Playboy, now you know I talk about everything on my podcast. Anyways, moving on. So
if you want to date me, I'm the one that hides everything.
Ruben's tight.
I also don't have money. So go ahead.
I'm also going to require financial aid. And it might take a week for me to respond back to you.
Not him recommending I get a 13. I was like, if only you knew the situation's at hand. I'm struggling with the 11. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So we're going back and forth. He'd suggest that I should do stand-up comedy. And I was like, no, the reason why social media works out for me is because it's me and my phone. It's just me and my phone.
I've had that suggestion as well.
I've had it many times. Oh my God, you should be great at stand-up. No, I won't, because I would probably piss myself on stage. I'm not doing it.
Okay, go ahead. I just had everything. New brands, new year.
I was going to say, what just happened, bro?
Okay.
Anyways, so we're going back and forth, and I was like, no, LOL, like, no, I'm all set. Like, I enjoy social media for what it is. It's, like, we're good. And he was like, he was thinking about the improv. I said, but that's fine. That's what's up. He's like, oh, you should come with me to like a comedy show or an improv night sometime.
That was cute.
Right. I was like, okay, see what you're doing. I see what we're doing. Spicy. It was cute. It was giving a little bit. Like an inch. It gave like an inch. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go. But like, if you put my ass on any type of list and my name gets called, open mic night, baby, I'm not going nowhere. Like, we're good. Like, I'm leaving.
No, baby.
So he was like, oh, LOL, blah, blah, blah. We get to if I knew who a certain comedian was and what my days off were. And I was like, oh, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. He was like, oh, okay, what about Wednesday night? And I was like, that's crazy. I said Thursday.
Let me paraphrase. Okay. Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
What? Saturday and Sunday.
But I think he thought in terms of like, oh, since you don't work Thursday, we can go out Wednesday night. So I gave a motherfucker the benefit. Wait for the doubt.
I can see that.
Right. So I was like, oh, I gotta work at 8 p.m. on Wednesday. Like and I typically go to the gym after work.
Okay.
He's trying to make sense of it. And he was like, all right, Thursday it is. I said, oh, like, all right, we're still having like, oh shit. We're still having like other conversations like in between that or whatever. But like, yo, not you acting like
now me checking the sound waves. Like,
my bad, y'all. I hit my mic. Y'all know I started to
you would know that if you watch and subscribe to the YouTube.
Ruben is clearly trying to get a message out to y'all that y'all haven't subscribed yet. Y'all can't say you fuck with us. Our subscriptions
on YouTube, they're really good. They are really good. And our plays are really good. I really give them.
You know what's crazy is I haven't looked at any of the numbers. So.
Well, that's why I'm here.
I'm talking all that shit and I don't know what our numbers look like. He's stupid. Anyways. So, whatever. He ends up sending me, he was like, oh, a confirmation for next week for us to go to a comedy show. And I'm like, that's crazy. Because, like, I'm still trying to search for in my responses where I said yes. I was still looking, mi gente. To this day, it was said that it was never found. It's wild. It's an urban legend at this point. So my response, deadass, was, oh, wow. But after he had sent that confirmation, he had asked me, oh, how was your day? I said, oh, wow. My day was great. I had today off. I'm about to go to the gym. And he was like, oh, share the wealth. Like, come work for me and let me have a day off this, that, and the third. And I was like, no, my days off were like rightfully so.
And how would
I earned them? Not Ruben taking it literally. No. Then he says, oh, Ruben, I can't wait to tell you what he says next. I said, I rightfully so have earned my day off, right? He thought it was cute, whatever. Not Ruben saying a prayer. He said, oh, why? You don't want to be a cop for a day? I'm sure there's somebody or someone you want to pull over. I just want to be like, boy, how long have you been following me? Because I don't think it's been long enough.
And the nigga was too stunned till. We move on.
I could not. I'm telling y'all, I think my brain skipped 3 times after I read that. Because, like, I get it. He was trying to be, like, funny. But, like, baby, you're a black man in the force. Talking about... It was giving very much abuse of power.
Oof.
In a joke.
Oof.
And I was just like, oh, my gosh. Like, this just isn't it, dude. Like... And you were brother at that. Like, and you
killed
crazy.
The whole mood right there.
You killed the whole vibe right there. Like, what do you mean? And so what you're telling me is you pulled people over for fun. Do you think he was
saying it to... Not them admitting this.
You know what I mean?
So, do you think... Wait, who is this? Is this...
No, you don't know. You don't know this person.
Do you think they were saying that because they know your stance on, like, everything? And
listen, if y'all don't know, I've blasted cops in this very city for saying stupid shit.
This is true. Season
Play
1.
with me. Run it back to that episode.
No visuals, so don't worry about the YouTube.
But still subscribe. Yeah, no, I have no idea. I don't know how recent of a follower he is or whatever, what have you. But, I mean, the way he was speaking, it sounded like he had been following me for a minute. So, I don't know. But regardless, I don't think in any fucking setting, I don't care. And I have a very morbid sense of humor. Like, we laugh about some crazy shit. Yeah. Like, we laugh at our own pain. We make jokes out of our own
other
pain.
People's pain.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I just feel like that is just not the subject that I want to be a part of in terms of when it's jokey. It's not for me. So it was just a huge turnoff to me. Like, I was just like, oh, like, wait a minute. So what did I end up saying? I ended up saying, oh, I remember shrugging. I put the shrug and I was like, oh, I promise you, I want no part of it. That's what I said. Shrugs. And then he was like, haha, LOL, JK. And then he was talking about like a workout, and I had left him unread since.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
So I got finessed into a date, and then I quickly became, it's a no-go for me. But if it happens, I'll let you guys know.
There's that.
You know? But anyways, what about you, boo?
Oh, good. This past month, I have to admit the reason why we took a break is because I said, like, I can't do this right now.
Like, you straight up was like, nah.
I was like, listen.
I wasn't even mad about it.
Yeah, I guess with starting dance and, like, physically I've been so tired and mentally I've been fucking drained. Like, I'm falling asleep while falling asleep, like, type drain.
My sleep is tired.
Yeah, my sleep is just like, I don't even want to do this right now.
I feel that.
But we have to. Seasonal depression has fully kicked in. It is what it is. I'm dealing with it. I'm trying not to think of it so much and let it consume my thoughts, because I feel like, and listen, I'm not speaking for anybody, but I feel like for me, when I start to think about depression and I start to put it on the forefront, it starts to take over everything. So for me, I just try to, like, keep it in the back burner. Like, bitch, we know you're there. Sit your ass and act accordingly. Like, I also got a little promotion at my job.
Hey.
I am the interim operationals manager. I interviewed for it. I'm waiting for my second interview this week, and then I find out if I get it. Which, let me just tell you guys, okay, I just hate these little white politic games that these jobs play, because for me, it's like, I'm already here doing the position of the office coordinator, and technically I'm the next one up, right? Because, you know, you have an office coordinator and the operationals manager and the director. So if the director leaves, the operational manager would be kicked in, so on and so forth, and then the line just keeps moving. At least that's how it works in a normal world. So I interview for it, and this man mid-interview says to me, well, how do you feel about your position right now? And I was like, well, I don't have a problem with my position right now. That's not the point why I'm here. I'm here because y'all are paying more for that position, so the fuck, I want to get it. So, and I know that I can do the work.
Because y'all hiring, the fuck?
And then he's like, oh, I just want to be clear, because if we go with another candidate, I don't want you to quit. And I was like, well, I'm not going to quit, but what the fuck do you, like, in my head, like, all the SpongeBobs were going off, and I was like, what the fuck do you have me sitting here for if you have other candidates? Like, and let me be very clear, I'm completely fine with my position right now. I love that I don't do jack shit besides post on TikTok and fucking stalk Instagram all day long. Like, who, and I get paid an okay money. I mean, not enough, because clearly my fucking phone bill's not paid, but... It's enough. I just, you know, I digress. Anyways, and then I've been waiting for that. So work has been taking a different toll. I'm no longer enjoying it, so I'm there. I'm officially there, where it's like, honeymoon phase over. This job sucks. Period. But I stay positive. I try to stay as positive as I can, which I'm really a different bitch. I gotta pat myself on the back.
You are a whole different breed. I'm telling you, season 1, Ruben and Nina.
Oh my god!
And season 5,
and you know
Ruben and
what
Nina,
did it
two
for
different
me?
Bitches.
The book of the 4 acknowledgements. I had listened to the audiobook one day, and then I also listened to the subtle art of not giving a fuck. There was an episode where I said subtle, and no, it was you, or was it
definitely
Jerica?
my sister. It was definitely my sister.
And she's like, it's not subtle, and I'm like, well, fuck you, okay?
Pretty much.
But anyways, I listened to the audiobook, and that really changed my perspective on life. Guys, y'all know.
I love how he checks in with me before he's about to say a really big word. Come on.
Direction.
You got it. Directions.
DIREC.
Fucking stupid.
So yeah, that really changed the way that I view life, and I'm trying to practice them as much as I can and be a little bit more calm and be a little bit more positive, and just understand that you have to work, so just shut the fuck up and do what you need to do. Period. This is literally me talking myself to work every morning. Like, why are you complaining again, you stupid bitch? I'm like, oh. Not me in my car. Like, whoa, who's in here?
It be like that sometimes, though. You're like.
But other than that, everything's been okay. I'm finally okay to get back into the season. I also like the mid-season breaks. I don't know if you liked it. I kind of really was digging that.
We said, we already put out 4 episodes. Time for a break.
Yeah, right. I'm tired. Other than that, let's close this section out. I hope you guys laughed with us. Let's head over to our next section, which is
Aye Bendito.
All right, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's get into some of these topics and headlines. Apparently, COVID has gone away.
What?
Because I have not heard of COVID since I got COVID. It was like I got COVID and the hype lasted for like the next 4 days, and then after that it was just like in the news, on the radio, like I don't hear about it.
It's
And now New York has officially lifted their mask ban.
So we're going to New York for my birthday.
Outdoor
we're going to New York for my birthday.
mask ban.
Okay, we can do a meet and greet or whatever.
Hey, I would love that.
You want to be my manager?
Hey, cut the check. On some other news, Ukraine and Russia face war, which apparently America's got its fat ass up in the fucking mix. Like, as if we don't have enough shit going on over here.
Right.
Let's go over there. I don't even know. I'm not even going to read the details. I just saw a fucking video today, and somebody was on Fox News saying, like, basically, if you are an American and you are in Ukraine, we suggest you get out. And I was like, oh.
Heard you. Bags are packed.
Say less. But I just...
The American was too stunned to speak.
I send positive thoughts and prayers out to those people. Yeah. And then, what else is going on? Miss
let's talk. Ooh, what we... my baby's in the...
Well, Miss Adrienne Houghton, let me talk to you, sis. Which camp... Okay, tune in real quick. I know you subscribed. I saw All Things Adrienne pop up. She didn't subscribe. She was recommended.
I can't.
But here, and let me just tell you something. When I get on your live, and I know you know who I am, because I saw Julissa in H&M, and I told Julissa to tell you who I was, and I know that conversation happened. And that actually delusional. That did happen in LA. When I get on your live, acknowledge me. Not you treating me like a secondhand citizen out here. I literally was like, "Hey, Adrienne." Hey, and she shouted me out before. Like,
I know, yeah, you have the video.
One time she gave me a birthday shout out, and after she did that,
he shit himself.
No. Everyone was out, and I thought I was too drunk because I was like drinking in my apartment when I had my apartment, and everyone was like, "How come you don't give me a birthday shout out?" This was when on Twitter, like when it was first starting, and everyone's like, "How come you're not doing that for me? How come you're not doing that for me?" And then she took it down, and I was like, I can't stand every single one of y'all. You don't even know an Adrienne song. Sing a lyric.
I know the gift. I know her Christmas album.
No more. Okay.
You said Adrienne. You didn't say 3LW.
She was in
Be
it.
Pacific.
She was in it.
Be Pacific.
What else?
Anyways, let's talk about TikTok and this Brian the Diamond, who apparently was on like a FaceTime call with Nicki Minaj during Black History Month, and someone had called out the fact that he was taking up space that was meant for Black content creators, and he really got on his platform talking about, I had no idea it was for Black content creators.
Was he the only light-skinned creator that
I don't know, but I know
on?
they dragged his ass because he decided to play my mother's brother's cousin, sister's uncle's daughter's nephew
and that's always a
is
tricky,
Black, and I'm Brazilian. Like, let's not play that. I'm a person of color too card.
He also played the I support the BLM movement. And I saw another TikToker that was like, we didn't ask for that. Like, we're good, love.
No.
Stay blessed. I've been watching his TikToks for a while.
But I mean, my thing is, I enjoyed him for a little bit. I think I want to say like 2020 was when
when it first started popping
off. I'm like, oh, he's cute, he's funny.
It's a bit much now.
And now his entire persona is that of nails, and I'm like, what is that? Like your whole aesthetic is that of a Black woman. That's so interesting. We're not even gonna dive into that, but
I was waiting for this
you know what TikTok compilations I absolutely love that Black creators are now creating. I love y'all. The ones where you stitch a bunch of white Americans from all different parts of the country, and they all sound the same, but they don't even know each other. So there's clearly, collectively,
I saw that,
an aesthetic, a sound. And you know what I mean? And it's just cut the shit. It's just so annoying. Like I don't even like I you know, like you have that option to be like not interested in a video. Like when shit comes on my page, I'm like, not interested. I promise I'm not
That's a
interested.
fact.
But not only that, it's like, it's just like super annoying. And then I laughed because someone was like, it was about gay men, and it was like, I feel like every gay man has a black woman living inside of him. And I was like,
Can we talk about it?
talk about it. That's
I ain't
your
gonna
round,
talk about
baby.
it. I just wanted to say,
He said, can we talk about it? I'm not gonna talk about it.
I don't know. I mean, I do agree. I do see that a lot, and especially a lot of white men
Yes.
doing the most, doing more than I could ever do, period. But I don't know. Those conversations for me, I don't even get into, because I know that I don't know enough and I'm not educated enough to chime in. And yeah, but I have eyes. I mean, you can see.
I'm not blind.
You can see that what's going on here.
I'm not blind.
I also think it was pretty shady of TikTok to send these invites out. I mean, from what I heard from a lot of the videos is that when black creators got the invite, the room had already been full.
Oh.
So the links they were given wasn't working, and they were sent another link, and by the time that they got their
I just feel like
link, the room was already full. And what was happening inside of the room was was a bunch of white creators saying like, oh my God, can you shout me out? Can you do this? Can you say my show's name or my TikTok name so that they can plug it into their videos now? Nicki Minaj saying it. And that for me was just like, okay, so who oversaw this? Because, TikTok is not just an app. Like, there's people behind this, handling this.
Right.
And I did ask the question, which my friend told me that Nicki did address it, but I haven't heard that. But I was like, if Nicki knew this event was for black creators, then
why didn't she speak up to make sure that that's
or
exactly
or if the event was not
event.
for black creators but was a Black History Month event, then why did she not bring up the question of like, where are my black creaters at? Like, what's
I mean, there
what's
was another
poppin'?
creator. Her handle is, I think it's That Brown Girl. I want to say that's her handle. But she's the way that she like eloquently just like drags people, and she's funny with it too. I love it. She was like, okay, so now that we got past all that BS, can we just like, I'd rather have someone that's gonna speak on during Black Lives Matter that like maybe isn't married to a pedophile.
Can we talk about that? Because I literally was sitting there and I was
pander
like,
to white women that are trying to use the black aesthetic
but what
to gain
kills me about this is that
streams.
like your TikTok as a company, their decision to choose Nicki Minaj to be the spoken person to be at
Like
an event
Issa
for Black History
Rae,
Month.
Viola
That
Davis.
for me was already just like, okay, this is like, it sounds like clickbait. It sounds like what
that's exactly what it was.
What we try to do in
especially
these
for
15-second
millennials,
clips.
especially or not even Gen Zers. Like, oh, Nicki Minaj, oh my God, like what?
And it's unfortunate, but I hope that, and that half-ass apology that TikTok put out, and Brian the Diamond was saying like how his TikTok manager or whatever like apologized to him, and I saw another TikTok video. I don't know the name of the handle, but she was basically saying, she's like, oh, I'm glad you got a personal apology from TikTok because we just got a general statement, and we have to now stick with this general statement. So I mean, I feel like TikTok has been showing its colors for a very long time.
They've been
very long time, and I still fuck with the app, but I feel like I just
hate the way that black spaces are getting invaded.
Oh, absolutely.
It's the literal worst.
And I actually was on another TikTok page today, and you know how they do like these little the original where this sound started. I gotta talk louder. There's an event happening outside, guys, so that's what's going on.
Yeah, if you hear it, that's what's going on.
How this sound started. So I was listening to that, and all of the dances that we see were created by black creators. And it's always funny to me because you click on the sounds and you see the whites and then the Asians and then you see the colored folks at the end. And I'm just like,
no. You'll see people of color and then black folk.
Interesting.
That's just, because it was super interesting. And like when Brian the Diamond was speaking, he was saying he was using people of color. And it's like, no, baby, but we're talking about a black space. So black people. Not people of color, because people of color is a general statement, that of Hispanic descent, Asian descent, y'all get it, So the issue that I think that comes into play a lot of the time when we're addressing these kinds of issues is that we're trying to use Black people and people of color interchangeably, but we know exactly what group of people are being spoken about. So it's like, say that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so much bigger than that, and it bothers the hell out of me when people are like, people of color, and it's like, yeah, but you're talking to the Black community. That's the community we're speaking on. We're speaking about. So say that. Because we're not talking about the Hispanic community. We're not talking about the Asian community. We're talking about the Black community. So using people of color does not suffice in your address to who you're trying to apologize to and whatever semblance of an apology you were trying to put together. I'm not even going to give any more of my time. Anyways. Adele got some heat.
Oh, child. I'm done with Adele.
Adele got some heat.
She's now pregnant. Well, rumors. But if this does come out that she's pregnant, like, I'm literally sitting here and I'm just like, you just fucked over all your fans.
Because she's in love?
Because no. Because she had the residency. She was about to start. Then she came out saying that everybody had COVID. Mm-hmm. And everyone was like, okay, so your team has COVID, so hire another team.
You have the money, sis. And
that didn't make sense. And then now she's coming out. She's showing up at basketball games with her with her on and off again boyfriend. There's a ring that's showed up. And now there's a.
I just want her to be happy.
I want her to be happy too, but don't be messy. Business first. Business first. Everybody knows that. Secure the bag first, because these niggas ain't shit. I ain't got no voice, but I said what I said. Good.
No, so she got some heat at a British award show.
Oh, don't. Okay. I thought we were talking about something else, but
no,
okay.
baby, this is what we talking about.
Go ahead.
Because you already know, you know the drill. So it was.
Yes, I'm scratching my psoriasis. And.
Say something, I dare you. You stupid. Anyways, so the award used to be that of a male category. It was like best R&B,
best male artist,
best female artist,
and everybody wants to be
did away with it. Everyone wants to be gender neutral. They did away with that, and she won the award. And she spoke up about how, and I don't even think she was doing it to be shady. We're just so fucking sensitive nowadays. But anyways, she had said, like, I know that we got rid of the titles, but I just really love being a female. I love being a woman and what that entails. And as a female, a cis hetero female, again, I identify with my assigned gender. My pronouns are she and her. I got what she was saying. I was like, yeah, fuck, for sure. Because it wasn't that fucking long ago that women couldn't do shit anyways. So it's like, it's super... And then, like, I think it was D.L. Hughley who had, like, posted, is Hughley? Whatever. Not whatever, but, like, respectfully. Had posted that, like, so a gender assigned female can't be proud of that exactly, but we have to embrace those who are I need it to make sense. Because if it was a transgender female that was up there accepting the award and they had said exactly that, it would have been cheers and roars.
Let me just say that the people who had the issues were not, at least people from my community that I know. I think that
also online I was seeing that it was of the LGBTQIA plus community.
No, and it absolutely is. It's those who are like diehard, like that is their identity, that is who they are. And it's like, I get it, I understand, but you have to understand that, like, there's still female and male out here.
Yeah.
And they deserve to be celebrated as well. Mm-hmm. And it can't always be like, I don't know.
And then it's like you're dancing on a fine line. Okay.
I totally agree with Adele. Yeah. I don't think that she was trying to be shady. I think
don't believe so
the
either.
Facts are the facts. And she's a proud cisgender female, and she has all of the right to stand up there and say, yo, I want to, you know how good it must feel to be like top female artist of the year, You know how hard it is to be a female fucking artist? Like, we just see them up there in high heels.
And she was on hiatus for a minute, came back, dropped the album, and then win that award. Like, come on now.
She lost weight for y'all.
Can't stand you.
She lost the weight for y'all. She did what y'all wanted. Fuck out of here.
You know what I mean?
Fuck out of here.
But anyways, that's all I had.
Anyways, let's close this out and head over to our next section after this break.
Caldero Talk.
Welcome back, y'all.
We here. This is Caldero Talk. Y'all already know the drill. This is the part of the show where we're going to dissect and discuss our topic and serve it up to you on your abuela's favorite floral china. So today's topic, we are going to go off about... Anyways, so today's topic is season of singleness.
SOS, please someone help me.
It's not healthy for me to feel this way.
Yeah, season of singleness.
Yo, I think that's what she was thinking about.
To be single around Valentine's hits different.
It does it?
You either have two reactions. You either are like so pressed because you're single, or you're just so used to being single that you're just like, it's just another day.
Monday. I'm still punching in
Just
the work.
another magic Monday.
You know?
They're going to bring candies at work. I'm so excited. I'll work out extra.
Some good chocolate, you know? Ooh. Titi Flo's coming into town soon, so that chocolate's going to hit.
Let me know, girl. Drive by, I'll throw it out the window.
But I mean, I've talked about this before, earlier on in the season, how I have benched myself because I don't have the emotional capability to go through it anymore with somebody's son who's gonna be unsure about me, baby. I promise you I don't. And I don't have the mental space to even think about introducing somebody to a vibe that I have no intentions on maintaining. I'm gonna keep it a whole buck with y'all. But I feel like why are we dating? What are we doing? You are single, yes. Are you looking to mingle?
I am always looking to mingle. Okay. I have actively started dating, if you follow my journey, since last summer. And that's because I finally lost the weight and I felt
like bad bitch that he is.
And a lot of people are like, you shouldn't worry about it. Your body is your body. And I'm like, you shouldn't worry about it because my body is my body, number one. And number two, bitch, it's my fucking life. The fuck? Don't tell me what to worry about. How? So, yeah, I mean, I personally, when I was bigger, I did not feel confident or sexy. And that's just me. And that's a mental thing. Yes, I know. But that's just me. Like, what can I do? And then when I got tinier, I was like... And I say tinier because I didn't get skinnier. I just got tinier. I was still a big bitch. But I got tinier, you know?
You a thick bitch.
I'm always going to be a thick bitch. And I love that for me. I absolutely do. Because, oof, child, some of y'all be struggling.
Shaming.
So, anyways... yeah, I started dating last summer, and since then it's been a journey. I've met a lot of interesting.
I was just gonna say, there's a lot of interesting people.
Just,
I love
a lot of
messaging him in the DMs. This you means, this you bitch.
And this is why I don't tell Nina nothing. No, I think it's actually pretty funny. But yeah, I'm always dating and looking for a little loving, you know what I'm saying? What about you?
Okay, Quaddy. So as you guys know, I'm not shy about speaking on it. I am in my season of singleness, and when I say that, I'm not looking for anybody else. I'm not looking at anybody. At period. I really am focusing on my relationship with God, and I actually had dinner with my best friend, and we were actually talking about it, and I had said, I don't think I'm not capable of dating anybody right now because I can't pray for them. And what I mean by that is, you guys have heard me say that I am very, very, very strong mentally, emotionally, and physically, and I've been working on that fourth leg, spirituality. And I don't feel like if God were to bless me with somebody, somebody's son, I could be their prayer warrior. I'm not strong enough in that sector just yet to be able to pray for, pray with, and pray over this said person. And that's where I want to get to in my spirituality, in my walk with Christ. I want to be able to I'm becoming a God-fearing woman, and I want to make sure that, you know, whoever steps into my life, that they understand that, and that I can, again, be someone that they lean on when they are feeling weak or they are feeling vulnerable. And because I don't have that capability right now, it wouldn't make sense for me to even try and entertain something. And that goes the same for that said person. Like, I need them to be spiritually strong for me when I'm weak, because there's gonna be moments where my faith is probably gonna fade because of frustration or distractions, or the enemy is gonna try to do everything that he can to make sure that I feel all those worldly things and doubt my relationship with God. I'm sure that those days are ahead. I understand that. And whoever I'm with, I need them to be able to help me put on the armor of God to make sure that I stay strong in my faith and I don't waver because the world is trying to shake me. But we're going to be able to pray together. And again, because I can't do that right now, it just wouldn't make sense to even try to entertain anything. Like, I don't even want to go on dates. I'm going to be taking myself out on dates at this point.
Now, when you say pray together, do you literally mean like, and this can be taken stupid, but I'm just really trying to. Do you literally mean like you're both there at the same time praying together?
Like,
okay.
I mean, like, whether it's in the middle of the day or I call him on my break, I'm pissed. He's all right, babe, we gotta pray together. Or at night, you know, we're both sitting by our bed and we're literally opening up scripture. Like that's what I'm talking about. Or just knowing that, like, my man's just praying over me. If he wakes up in the middle of the night and I'm dead asleep and he's saying a prayer for me because he prayed for me, you know what I mean? Because that's where I'm trying to be. That's where I want to get.
That's what if I wake up middle of the night and you're over me, like,
no, not like literally over me, but like,
I was gonna say,
if he's having a hard time sleeping,
because one thing about me, honey, is I'm gonna pull the whole Exorcist, like, just as a joke. That's just where my mind is gonna go. Like,
I'm literally like, but I'm literally talking about, like, if he knows that I had a really shitty day and he's like up late or something and he's just praying for me, but knowing that he's caring for that sector of me and my whole being as well. And it's easy to care about someone just physically. It's easy to act like you give a fuck about somebody mentally or just emotionally, you know what I mean? But like, to really care for someone like spiritually, because you know that they, like, that is your person, they are God sent, like, that's different. You know what I mean? And I want that for myself. So until I can make sure that I am the best version, I keep talking about this, being the best version of myself. And like I said, not just physically, not just emotionally, not just mentally, but spiritually as well. So that way, when I'm ready for that, I will be able to detect that within who I'm supposed to be with. I can see that they're supposed to be my person. Yup.
I think it's kind of the same for me. Just obviously I'm not spiritual, but when it comes to the energy, I feel like it needs to match exactly what I'm not looking for, but it needs to complement mine. And I'm not opposed to being with someone who's different, but I don't want to be with someone who's so different that it's like you're clashing constantly. Yeah. Because it's like, what's the point of being in a relationship if you're constantly clashing with someone? If you see that it's not working out, stop turning a blind eye. And you have two choices. You can either have conversation and communicate, which 99% of the time, it really just is that. Mm-hmm. It really just needs a little bit of communication and a little bit of communicable. Is communicable a word? You got it. Communicable work. Is that a thing?
Fact check.
But I said what I said per. So I think
y'all got it.
A little bit of conversation, or you can decide to walk away. And I feel like walking away is so hard for people from anything. I feel like when it comes to walking away from little vices, you're kind of like, okay, I can handle this. But when it comes to walk away from someone who you've been with for a significant amount of time, is hard. But you always have to remember, and this is what I always tell myself, is I used to have this little magnet my mom used to have this little magnet on the fridge that said this quote: if you love it, let it go, and if it comes back to you, it's meant to be. And that has stuck with me my whole life. Even like in my first toxic relationship, like everything, the last day I remember that came through my head, like it flashed through my head and was like, if you love him, let him go. And if he ever comes back to you, like, then it's meant to be. And it's been 12 years. I don't think it's meant to be. But that's how I made that decision. And I think that a lot of people should practice that. Instead of saying, I hate seeing toxic couples. Oh. It really is sad to see.
And my thing is like, also within like my singleness, like I'm learning to enjoy my singleness. Like, yeah, there have been moments where I'm like, I'm just going to download an app just, you know, for validation. I feel like a lot of us have been there at some point. Like, let me get on the app, have someone tell me I'm pretty a couple times, and then just not actually like ever meet them. I actually saw a TikTok video where girls were talking about that, and I was like, no, that's actually really a thing. And you know, my homegirls would be like, don't do it, bitch. I'm not gonna do it.
She got the premium membership. I did it.
But I've been super good about it. I haven't been on the app in a minute, so I actually don't even have a care in the world too, because right now, even just in my DMs, men are hitting me up and I'm literally just rolling my eyes because I'm like, I don't, thanks, but like, no thanks.
THNX.
You know, no thanks. And I feel that a lot of the time in these toxic relationships that we see is that no one knows how to be single. Think about how many people you know since high school that have never actually been single.
Oh,
every time you see them, they're with somebody. They're never not with somebody. They don't know how. They are very dependent. They don't know how to operate. But they be the ones screaming that they independent. No, baby, no, mamita.
Can I just say that in my 20s, after that first relationship, exactly what you're going through right now, I took the time in my 20s to go through that. And I know how to be single. Like, I know that I may seem like I'm a train wreck, but I swear to God, I'm not. It's for comical relief.
Pretty much.
But
laugh at our
I know how to be alone. And that's hard for a lot of people. Like, I can go on a trip alone. And there's been days where I've gone, like, just driven somewhere far alone, done my own thing, gone on a hike to fucking Vente Carajo land. No one know. My mom doesn't like. My mom's always like, every time you leave, I don't know anywhere you're going, and I'm like, that's how it should be. I mean, is it any other way? For me, that's how it should be. Like, I don't want anyone to keep tabs because I know how to be alone. I've been in tough situations that I've gotten myself out of. I've been in situations that you would probably think like, yo, how the fuck did you survive that? And I'm like, you got to be comfortable being alone. And I think that I've not. Well, for me, in my life, I've mastered being alone, and I'm ready now to bring somebody into the picture. But I don't want to bring someone into the picture who's going to compromise my sanity, my individuality. And I say this all the time. If I'm with you and we can't spend a night apart or a weekend apart because I'm going on a girls trip with my girls, you're doing your thing with your friends, and we can't have that trust, I don't want to be with you. I don't want that. I don't ever want to feel like I have to walk away and think in the back of my head like, oh, this guy's cheating. You know, like, not at my age, never. Like, and I always tell guys right away, I'm like, I'm not Beyonce. Beyonce has money to be happy, to give passes. I don't give passes. I'm broke. Like, we're not doing that. You cross that boundary once, and it's a done deal. And I've had conversations recently where my friends have asked me like, well, what if they're the perfect man? And I'm like,
and what
if they were the perfect man, they wouldn't cheat.
Period.
Because monogamy is so easy.
Monogamy is not hard at all.
It's like, if you feel a little itch, give me a new wig. What does Megan say? Switch my wig, make him feel like he's cheating. Hey.
You want straight hair, Nina, or curly hair, Nina? Dime.
Right. I don't know. I feel like monogamy is easy, but a lot of it has to do with the mentality.
No, and it's the way that we push this culture of like cheating, like.
And let me tell you something.
Ridiculous.
You ain't gonna catch me. Well, I'm not gonna speak about my future self because I have a lot of different sides to me. If you haven't noticed, but you ain't gonna catch me out here, out here. You ain't gonna catch me out here chasing no man. Ooh, child, no. One thing TLC has taught me, baby, we don't want no scrubs.
That was great. That was so good. But I mean, to bring it back, it's just, when do you start choosing yourself? Like a lot of like I said, all these like these self-care quotes and choose you and boundaries and this and that, and it's like, yeah, so like why would you, something that broke you, something that hurt you, why do you keep allowing it to come back? Sit in your solitude, understand your quirks, learn yourself again in your singleness. That way when that person comes about, you set the proper boundaries, you know how to have the right conversations instead of shying away from it and then letting them boil over and to the point where it becomes an argument, and that's what you're used to.
I also think if you are not 100% mentally ready to date, please do not date. That is a very big thing. If you are not ready to accept someone into your life, because when you're dating, like a lot of people think about the image, like, oh my God, I'm with somebody, I could be on social media, yada, 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 this and that.
Listen, I'm private until permanent, baby. Y'all gonna be real confused when you see wedding pictures.
For me, it's really just this. It's like, wait.
Exactly.
For
if
me,
you know, you know.
It's the responsibility that I have to carry, that I have your emotions in the palm of my hand, and I need to make sure that I take care of it. And that's why I'm very quick to cut off, because I'm just like, we ain't gonna do this. Like, I can't be here emotionally for you, and you can't be here emotionally for me from what you're showing me. We ain't gonna do this. I gotta go.
It's time to go.
And my friends are always like, you cut everything off so early. And I'm like, no. It's because I won't stand around for bullshit. Because I know what I bring to a table. I am the table, bitch. Fuck out of here.
Go off.
Anyways, on that note, you want to add anything else?
Yeah, no, I feel like, again, like taking the time to get to know you and learning you. And then just because, again, like I've said this in the past, like stop putting an age on where you're supposed to be in life and the things that you think you're supposed to acquire.
I can't even snap this episode, y'all.
Like I just feel like I can't stand you. I just feel like again, societal standards will tell you that you're supposed to reach this goal by this age, buy a house by this age, be married by this age, kids by this age, the fucking golden retriever at this age, the white picket fence at this age. And it's just like, no, take the time to learn yourself and what is it that you want out of life. Let's deconstruct what life was trying to tell you what you needed, and you need to start telling life what you want out of it. You know what I mean?
And that, my people, is what they call the power of manifestation.
That, and that's cute and stuff when you want to give it up to the universe, but my God made the universe, so that's where we're at.
Listen, the universe will do what it needs to do.
But and then again, like if you two are in your walk with Christ, I've had a bunch of people reach out to me that were like, oh, I'm also on the journey. It's gonna get hard, and I tell myself that every day.
It's gonna get hard.
It's going to get difficult. Right now, I'm in the honeymoon phase. Me and the Holy Spirit in the honeymoon phase.
Don't let me stay.
You stupid. And I know that it's gonna get harder, and you're gonna see people being blessed that they're not looking for God. God didn't bless them with that. And it's gonna look like, oh my goodness, why are they getting those things? But I'm sitting here, I'm doing the Bible study, I'm reading scripture, I'm attending church, I'm paying my tithes.
But you should never be looking at what.
Go off, Ruben. Part.
Well, what I was gonna say is you should never be looking at why someone else's lawn is greener. You need to focus on yours and why yours is not getting greener.
That part, so again, like I said, it can be super, especially with social media, it can be super easy to pay attention. But again, baby, we're only getting highlight reels. You don't know what's really going on behind the scenes. You don't know what demon somebody is battling with behind the scenes. Because a lot of the
times, like let's use this show. This show, through all the, y'all got to see on TikTok Live today, like how long it takes us to set up, and it's always this process. But what y'all see on YouTube is a well put together show. Mm-hmm. And I've had people that are like, oh my God, this looks so professional. And I'm like, really?
Right. I'm like, you think so?
Okay. Yeah, let's go with that. I like that.
If it works, it works. We're just going to let it work.
But that's how social media works.
It's literally what it is. Like you get the clean cut version of everything. And shout out to the people who are using their platforms to show the raw emotion behind what happens. Listen, I made it to Christian TikTok. I love Christian TikTok. I'm not going nowhere. I'm staying right there. And I love seeing the raw emotion of people who pray daily, and who do their Bible study, who are reading their scripture, and how the Spirit moves them in ways, and even to speak on certain things when they do address or put a word of encouragement out. And there is Christian TikTok that is single Christian TikTok. So it's having those conversations and being able to be okay in your singleness. And please don't go to social media to look for validation in your singleness. It's okay. Like you can still do that without social media. It's just like fun to see like the things that people do, like take themselves out on dates. Like, oh, cool, I want to start doing that for myself.
Have you done that?
I'll take myself to the movies. I haven't done dinner yet. I haven't taken myself out to dinner yet, which that is a goal of mine. And I would like to go on a trip by myself. I don't know where to, but I would like to.
This year I am going on a trip by myself. But the only thing that I do not like after going out to dinner by myself is that I eat so much that I'm just like, now I have to drive myself home.
So stupid. But anyways, y'all, in your season of singleness, if you are where we are, whether you're thinking about dating, it just hasn't happened for you, or you are actively choosing to remain on the bench, or as I like to call it, the coach.
Yep.
Because I'm a coach because I don't plan on getting in the game anytime soon, but I'll direct it. You know what I mean? I'll coach you through it, baby. You need some tips on a dating app? Let me know. I got you. I know my way around a dating app. Also, the Tinder Swindler. What? I
haven't watched
it either.
But it made me join Tinder again.
Oh, wow. Well, anyways, that's not where I was going with that. Shameless plug. But yeah. So if you're in your season of singleness, embrace it, enjoy it, learn you, and don't stop comparing your life to other people and other people's relationships, because we do not know what is actually going down in somebody's relationship. Whether you think they post every second of every day, baby, they sitting there cutting up them videos the same way we sit here and cut up this show.
And we
stop
be cutting.
playing. You know what I mean? And we'll take nothing and turn it into something. And that's what a lot of people have done on social media, have taken nothing and turned it into something. So please stop glorifying these relationships and thinking that you have to be somewhere that you're not. And then Valentine's Day, baby, if you got to buy yourself a bottle of wine and tell yourself you're the shit, do that. It's just Monday. I got to go to work.
Facts, me too.
But with that being said, mi gente, we hope you enjoyed this Caldero Talk. It was cute or whatever. If you are celebrating Valentine's Day, don't be stupid. Wear protection. Wrap it twice if you need to.
Not twice.
Because what zodiac sign is going to come out of being conceived on Valentine's Day?
Child.
Was it a Scorpio? No.
I don't even know my zodiac sign.
Right, I don't know. But I saw a post that said that and I was dying. I think it was Scorpios because nobody likes a Scorpio. So don't be stupid. LOL. But yeah, with all that being said, we are going to head over into our next section, which is
Aye Reposar.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, y'all. Welcome to the last section of the show. This is Reposar.
You know what played the other day?
What?
The first Reposar jingle we made.
Oh my God. Was it like
Sofrito? We're just not gonna bring it back. It's fine.
Don't get me started because you know how I felt about that one.
You loved that one.
And you hated it.
I did.
And then you know how she got me to stop it was she's like, you do a rapping one, and I was like, we're not doing that.
So we're gonna pull it.
So my quote to leave you guys with, and I thought it would fit great because of Valentine's, is when Rihanna said, none of my exes are married or in happy relationships, so it's safe to say I wasn't the problem. Baby, I felt that on my Nina voice. Baby, I felt that. And I just want to say, well, there is one ex, but we dated like 2 weeks. It doesn't count.
So are they really even worth mentioning?
I still feel a little way.
Anyways, to go off of a Caldero Talk, again, learn you, know that you are enough. If ever you are questioning it, you need to be able to look yourself in the mirror and be honest with yourself. What areas of your life is it that you think that you're lacking in? How can we make it better? Do you have a community of people that can keep it a whole buck with you and not just gas you up for a twerking video? Like, come on now. But again, in your singleness, learn yourself. Make sure you love yourself, because can't nobody love you the way you love you.
Ain't no other man can stand up next to you.
But anyways, like I said, learn yourself. Being single is not a bad thing, because I would rather be single and secure than in a relationship and insecure. So there's that.
I hear that. And on that note, y'all have a safe Valentine's. By the time this episode comes out, you would have already had all that you was supposed to have. You know what I'm saying? You little nasties. My name is Rosales, and I'm blasting off.
And I'm Nina Montañez. Stay blessed, mi gente.
Oh,
Thank you for tuning into this episode of Sofrito Speaks.
make sure you follow us on Instagram at SofritoSpeaks to keep up with all of our latest content.